Hi everyone, today we are going to create mood boards. Stay till the end as I will be sharing with you a few examples. We think about mood boards, we think about fashion designers, interior designers, or other creative people who actually organize these cool pictures on their walls. However, mood boards can be done physically as well as digitally, and Canva is a great tool for you to use that. Relatively anybody can use mood boards to organize your ideas. There are a few functions of a mood board, and here are those. Firstly, you can use your mood boards to communicate your ideas clearly to yourself as well as to another person in your group. It will actually help you to clearly state what you are planning. Sometimes words cannot express as much as a picture would. So it is better to use mood boards to communicate your ideas. Secondly, it will help you to focus. Sometimes when we go into the creative mode, we can actually go into realms that are not related to our project. Sometimes we'll be thinking about A, and then when we keep thinking about it, we come up with new ideas and we go off a tangent. So what happens is that we are not focused. We will bring in a lot more new ideas, and that will entirely throw our project off. Also, a mood board will bring out the right mood for your project as well as inspire you. When you do your research and you collect these pictures for your mood boards, you will actually get inspiration. And since you have them all collated in one mood board, when you come back to it after a while, you will still be able to find your inspiration and work from there. So what does a mood board consist? It actually depends on you and your project. It could consist of a collection of images, or it could consist a collection of font combination. It could consist a collection of color palettes, of backgrounds, textures, etc. So it is based on your project or what you are trying to achieve that you build your mood board accordingly. You will be able to find inspiration for your mood board from a lot of places. Here I have shared with you a few. Do take a look. And now let's go into Canva and create some mood boards. Go into Canva and simply click on create a design. You can find inspiration from here as well. You can just simply search for mood boards. When you just click on mood boards, you can go into a blank template, and from there you can search for the templates in the element section over there, or you can actually search for your mood boards from this search bar. When you search for it, you will be able to see a lot of them. A lot of them are structured, a lot of them are unstructured. So depending on how you like your mood board to be, you can choose accordingly. This is a great place to start, but you can start from scratch as well. I will show you how you can do both. So firstly, let's start by using a template from this section. Okay, I will just scroll and find one that I want to work with. Okay, this looks good. Okay, it will open up a new workspace, and it is not necessary that you keep to a specific size for your digital mood board. It could be any size. Okay, from here you can see it has a color palette. You can ungroup them, and from here you can choose your colors. If you already have a color that you have chosen, or if you already have a palette, you can start by creating a color palette accordingly, or if you want to create a new color palette altogether, you can do so as well. Canva has this color picker option, and you'll be able to make a lot of good choices with that. Here I'm in the Pinterest tab, and I will be just copying one of the image, and I will just paste it somewhere here. Okay, and from here you'll be able to import these colors into your color palette. So if you scroll down, you'll be able to see a photo color, but you can pick the color from here as well. So I'm just going to pick it from here. Just go to the color picker, and from here I'm going to choose these colors. Okay, you can see that the color changes accordingly. Just go to the color picker and then fill up the spaces accordingly. So this is you creating a color palette for your mood board. In Canva, you will actually be using a lot of frames and grids to create your mood boards. And there are various shapes also you can use so that your mood board looks interesting. Okay, now we have our color palette set. Now we need to find some inspirations for our picture. Okay, I'm just changing the color of the background so that I can just give some depth to my mood board. Okay, the script, it already has a font, so I can choose a font that I want from Pinterest. I can go to Pinterest and search for font combinations, which will show me which font work well with each other if you don't have an idea. So from here, what you need to do is you need to find a font that you like and check. If you're using Canva, you will need to check whether Canva has that font option so that you can use. If it does not have, I would prefer to use something that is similar, because that is one of the fonts I liked. So I could use a font that is similar. If it looks similar, then it will actually be good enough for me. So yeah, we have, okay, some of these fonts are pro, so if you don't have an account, I can provide you with a trial link in the description box below. Do click on it, and it is a 30-day free trial, so you don't have to make any commitment. You can use them, and whatever you create in the pro account trial version, it is for yours to keep. So yeah, so now this is basically a frame, so you can actually delete all these photos in the frame because you may not need them. You want to create your own, so we're going to delete all these. So these are all blank space. So now we're going to photos image library in Canva, and from here we're going to search. We want vibrant, or if you want retro, neon, whatever your theme is, you just search and find inspiration based on those. And then when you find them, you just click on it and drag it over to one of the elements frame, and just drop it in there. So you can repeat it, you can try different keywords, and you'll be able to find a lot of stuff. So if there is a particular color, or you can use your color palette colors to find inspiration based off of those. In Canva, you'll be able to find backgrounds, or like a lot of cool photos, and textures even. So it is basically up to you. You will have to think of keywords that you can use to come up with the ideas. Okay, so based on that, you will be able to create a very good mood board. So this is one page I've done. I will show you another example. You can just duplicate the same page and then get rid of all these photos and then recreate this entire thing again with a different color set or different palettes, or you can reorganize. Maybe if you want a new font, you can find them, or if you want different color palettes, you can use them. So use Pinterest. It is a very good friend. It will become your best friend when you're doing a mood board. Actually, basically a lot of people use Pinterest as a mood board itself. You can basically come up with different folders in Pinterest and organize your ideas accordingly. So whenever you find something when you're scrolling through Pinterest, you can add that idea into that folder that you have created, and that will itself become a mood board for you. Now I will show you another way you can create a mood board, and that is from scratch. We are not going to use any template over here. We are just going to use frames and grids. Let's start with grids. When you scroll down, you'll be faced with the hard fact that you have to make a choice from these, and as you scroll down you will be able to find that there are a lot of options. So that is why it is so much easier to start with a template. Okay, so now when you scroll down, just go and choose something that you like, and okay, let's work with this. Okay, and from here you can start finding your photos, your elements and stuff, and adding it onto it. If you want to add a color palette, let's search for a circle, and search for any circle that you can change colors. Okay, and then drag and resize them and move it to a corner, and let's start giving it colors. Okay, so this is the same color palettes we are using. Since we already used them, they will be on the top. So I'm going to just copy and paste this circle a few times so that I can get all my colors in one place, and all of them will be the same size and dimensions. Okay, select all of them and just arrange so that they look nice. Just bring it up. Yeah, okay. And I want to add a rectangle to it so that all these color palette will pop up. Okay, let me just color them first. Okay, to actually make them more in a group, I'm going to search for a rectangle. I'm going to choose this rectangle, and I'm going to just rotate it and then move them into place and send it backwards so that the circles are in front, not to the back, just backward. Okay. Okay, so I will just arrange that thing nicely and maybe just change the color of it. Okay, so now we have our color palettes as well. And now I want to use some font. I'm going to go to text, and from there you have some of these combinations that are already in Canva. You can choose from that, or you can go to Pinterest, and as we did earlier, we can choose from there. So I'm going to give maybe 2 options over here. Yeah, looking good. So my mood board is almost complete. This is also an organized way. So far we have seen how we can organize these in mood boards in a structured way. So now we can try and do a mood board in a very unstructured way. For that I will be using frames. So far we have used grids, and now I'm going to use frames for this. I'm going to add a page and I'm going to elements, and then from there scroll all the way down and then find the section called frames and click on see all. And from here I'll be able to, the same thing as with grid, I'll be faced with a lot of options. So I can choose any of these frames to bring my idea across. It's not like you have to use all circles, all squares, etc. You can choose any of these and then practically organize your ideas. It is organizing but in a very disorganized way. So let's see. Okay, so I'm arranging all these. It's almost like you're pinning on one on top of the other. Maybe, you know, like you have cut out from magazines, you know, and you have placed it in one corner. You have a rectangle shape, a square shape, and all those. This is more interesting. I like this kind of mood boards better. Okay, and now I'm going to add my pictures and stuff onto these. Okay, I have arranged my background option in one place. I'm going to put all the others in the other frames as well. Okay, you see how nicely all these are coming together. Okay. So basically you get the idea. This is how we do a mood board. And you can start creating your own mood boards. And the best part is in Canva, if you're doing this, you can share this as a template and then upload this template link onto sites like Etsy or your own website, and you can sell them as well. So it is like killing two birds in one stone, and you know, you're already doing the work and you're sharing it with the others as well, for a price, of course. So yes, so we have created a few mood boards, and I hope you learned something from this. If you have any questions or if you need to know something, you just can ask me in the comment section below. I'll be happy to help. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.